بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful.
قل هو الله أحد.
Say, He is Allah, who is one.
الله الصمد.
Allah, the eternal refuge.
لم يلد ولم يولد.
He neither begets nor is born,
ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
nor is there to Him any equivalent.
Sadaqallahul Azim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. And I welcome all of you in today's very interactive and exciting session. We will learn many things today. We will discuss and share ideas. It's not going to be just one-sided discussion, rather an open discussion where I would like all of you to actively participate and share your concerns, your questions and comments. And unless you don't do that, the session will not be as much beneficial as compared to your active participation. My name is Sayed Ghulam Murtaza. For those who are meeting me virtually first time, I'm working as manager operations in UMT Connected department. Uh, Thanks to all participants who have joined us right on time. Today, we will be mainly discussing on LMS, on OLLARC, the modern pedagogy. And for that, we have a very well-known and famous personality with us, Ms. Kiran Faheem. Let me give a small introduction to all of you. Her educational background includes MHRM from IES, Punjab University, followed by MPhils in management from the same school, IES, Punjab University. Diverse experience of more than 10 years includes entrepreneurships, operations, administration, teaching, counseling, and live show hosting, which is very impressive. Committed to quality and excellence. Currently, she's running her own clothing brand as well with the name of Kiran Faheem. She's currently working as faculty, visiting faculty in Bahri University, Lahore, and UMT as well. And apart from that, she's a senior radio jockey at FM 100 Pakistan, which definitely, uh, you know, let all us know that she's going to share very valuable information and I'm going to enjoy her session a lot. So without taking any further time, I'd like to give the mic and floor to Ms. Kiran Faheem. But before that, just like to set a small decorum for all of you. If anybody likes to ask any questions, please raise your hand. Kindly avoid unmuting your mics without any reason. It creates background disturbance, and keep your camera switched off unless the Ms. Kiran asks you to show us something. All right, thank you so much. From my side, I'll be here on the back end, and Ms. Kiran, over to you.
Okay, Ji, thank you so much. First of all, Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Good afternoon, and I hope all of you are doing well. First of all, I'm privileged that I have been chosen for this training, and let me start this training with something very interesting that I would like to share with all of you. Basically, I'm a lot of technology challenged human being, telling you the truth. That's true. And when everything went virtual and everything went online, so it was a challenge for me as well. The I bugged UMT Connected and UMT Stairs so many times. I was the person that used to call them every single day and keep on asking the things. And let me tell you, I have received such a superb response from them that I cannot appreciate that in words. The way they have helped me out during all this training they were providing to all the faculty members, including visiting and permanent faculty. It's basically a combined effort that I'm sitting over here, and uh, let me share something with you. When I told this to my friend, she was like, sympathies to the trainer and sympathies to the trainees who are attending this session. And it would really be an honor for me right now that I'm able to tell something to you. It's just because of UMT Connected and UMT Stairs that I'm proficient in this technology. So if I can do it, I believe everyone out there can do it, because change is something that is very difficult to accept at the first place. There's always a resistance to change, and sometimes we all know there is denial sometime, and there is a lot of other issues that we face regarding change. First of all, I would like to tell you something about, although you all know, but that is my observation, how I perceive technology, how I started using it, and how I struggled with it. So let me start something with that. There's a COVID situation, still we are facing that. When it came, it was something that we don't know about. It was an environmental change we have to accept, and we can't do anything about it. The other day I was talking to my cousin, and she's doctor. She said to me that there was a chapter with the name of coronavirus in their syllabus, which they used to skip. Each and every one of them used to skip that chapter because there was no coronavirus on earth. And at the same way, there was an LMS that always exists with the universities, those care about the technology, and those who are concerned about that there should be a virtual, equal, parallel platform that should run along with the physical situations. So the LMS was dormant, as was the coronavirus. So when coronavirus came out, all of us were, shocked and kind of in a situation that how to handle with this all. And, it's very difficult. Things would be closed and the life would be halted, and how we are going to spend our life and all that. Besides that, we were having a lot of trouble with the physical health. So many families were facing coronavirus. There was somebody, as in the very beginning when we started hearing about COVID and all that. The first thing that I would like to mention here, that UMT was the university, because I'm teaching in another university as well. UMT was the university in the very first week of the pandemic. Not a single class was missed. At the very second day of the lockdown, they announced that there would be online classes, and there they have the complete backup of how to do that. That was great. And we all before coronavirus, what we were doing, as a visiting faculty, I used to upload a single PowerPoint presentation on LMS, and that I asked to my colleague that how to do that. She told me, you just need to drag your PowerPoint presentation to there's a folder, and you just need to drag that into that, and that's it. That is the function of the LMS, as per my opinion, before coronavirus. Things changed drastically. Things changed very nicely over LMS, and the way we are using it now is absolutely very efficient and very effective as well. And then the training started, and a lot of efforts have been done by all of them. So when I was nominated that I'm about to give presentation over it, there was a question that I asked from them, that is it some kind of revenge that you are taking from me, because I bugged you so many times, I called so many times for different things, that you thought that yes, we should take revenge from Ms. Kiran, that she should come over and tell about the LMS. But the thing is, yes, when I practically did it, I have learned a lot of things. And there is a concept all of us know about, train the trainer. So I think this is the methodology that has been used by UMT Connected, and this is how I'm here to present. So let's move on towards a small presentation that I have made for all of you. And after that, I'll take all of you to LMS, and there I would explain how to use LMS in an efficient and effective way. So I hope I can share my screen.
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Do expect I can do anything while I'm operating this machine.
You're making it more exciting.
Okay, because last night I did make a presentation and it's somewhere, I don't know. Okay, so this is how, that's why I told you that sympathies to the people who are joining with me, and we're going to do this because I did put on my desktop and now it's not here. Let me find it out.
So I guess you can simply search. There must be a search. I mean, I'm not iPhone user, but in a
Yes,
search bar.
please. It was LMS,
So
the
while you
modern
were,
pedagogy.
checking the edit in the recent files, the first file was LMS, the modern pedagogy. I've
Really?
seen it. Yeah,
Okay, let me go back to, yes,
yeah, the
I can
first
see
one.
that as well. Thank you so much. This is how, this is how I deal with the technology. So thank you so much
No,
for
no
the
problem.
help. Okay, so today the topic of my presentation is LMS, the modern pedagogy. We have heard about this word pedagogy in the mission statements of universities. They always talk about how they will teach and how what's their vision and what's their mission of teaching the nation. So I have chosen it because yes, this is a modern pedagogy, and this is how. Yes, thank you so very much for this. Okay, so there are some. I hope I'm providing you the permission to this. Are you? Do you have the control of my?
Yeah, so I was just trying to click on the slideshow. If you can just, change the view of
Okay,
this
sure, sure. I
PowerPoint.
will.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Okay, so more like it. Okay, so I've told you about the topic of my presentation that I'll be telling you about LMS and its usage and all that. Okay, so first thing that I have learned from LMS that they are using the OLLARC methodology. And the session right now we are attending is I, OLLARC, therefore I am. Yes, therefore I am presenting this. So first of all, it's important to know um, what does OLLARC stand for? Trust me, before this presentation, I have attended so many presentations, but I didn't know what is the meaning of it because the as much the focus is being concerned, I was not that much focused to know that it is an acronym of what, an abbreviation, what is the abbreviation of OLLARC. But finally, I've got to know through this presentation that OLLARC stands for, it's basically the objects, those are being put on an interface of LMS. At the start of your subject and my subject, when we open LMS in front of us, I'll show you that thing practically when we will go on LMS practically. I hope I can do that. So the first thing we see over there is overview, in which the teachers provide the overview of the subject, overview of the lesson, overview of whatever the lecture is in the specific week. Then comes learning objectives. I have to tell every teacher, every instructor has to tell what are the learning objectives that we are going to cover in any specific week. When then there are learning outcomes, then I suggest, and everyone suggests, recommended resources, and then there are concluding remarks. So this is the methodology that we are that we are using in a specific week. Um, I always found this picture very interesting and very inspiring whenever I have a look at it. This is a picture taken from Howard University. This is how they are they are adopting change, and this is how they are helping their students and their faculty to learn better. Now you can see this is a virtual classroom. We are also following the same, but in a smaller way and in a compact way. So this is something the future would be. I hope it shouldn't be like it. It shouldn't be like it, and we could have physical sessions again, inshallah. But we should always be ready for any kind of change, and we should always be ready for accepting that change. That is the most important thing, I believe, because if you don't change yourself, you will lag behind, not as an instructor but as a student as well, because that is the only medium available with you right now to learn. So how will you learn? Will you keep on sitting at the back? Will you halt your life? Or what about the students who will be graduating in 2021 session? Do you think they won't be competent enough in the market? They don't know things, or there is something they lag in? No, it's not like that. The instructor, the university management, all of us, we have tried our best that they shouldn't lag behind. So this is the way that future might look like. Okay, so moving on, use of LMS efficiently and effectively. We all know these terms. These are very common if you have a management background and something like that. So first of all, uh, I want to give few suggestions about that. Let the learning management system, LMS, again, I've got to know about this now, be your 365 24/7 teaching and learning aid. Yes, it should always be there whenever you start learning something, or whenever you are being learned, and whenever you are being taught, and whenever you are teaching something. It should be there on your desktop, on my desktops. We both will be using it. We should use it. So again, the LMS is also, there are a few other names for it. We also call it Moodle. So what is Moodle? It's a modular object-oriented dynamic learning environment. Modular is something that is related to the way of teaching. Object-oriented because there are different objects in that. Dynamic, you can change it, you can do it in your way. And obviously, we all know what a learning environment is. Anyone who uses Moodle is a Moodler. So all of us, hi Moodlers, everyone means I'm a Moodler. All of you are Moodlers. So welcome to this presentation once again. Uh, so this is the last slide which I have made because I don't want you to indulge in a lot of theoretical things. I want you to, let's move on towards the practical thing. So say hello to LMS at UMT and check this modern pedagogy. So this was all about the presentation. Now I will take all of you to UMT Connected. I hope I can do that. I'm pretty confident. And yes. I hope you can view my screen, all of you.
Yes, it is
I can
visible at the
show.
moment here on the LMS.
Okay. Yes, I am on the LMS. Okay, so this is the interface that every one of us view when we open our LMS. Since I'm taking only one course here at UMT, so this is my course, Succession Planning and Mentoring. So when you reach, excuse me, at this interface, so there is a button, a blue button, a gadget, which is very important. So first of all, you have to turn it on, a very important button. After that, you would be able to do anything you want to. Moving on further, we have some things over here. There's an IT help desk. You can see it's there. If you have any issue, you can call them, can connect to them, you can ask anything you want to, as I do. Then there is on-demand lecture playlist. Uh, Let me tell you, we are following a school-specific template, so there might be a little changes. I'll show you when I'll move further. Uh, Students often ask me that, ma'am, where we can find the lectures, the specific lectures of any, the video lectures, the recorded lectures that we used to do during our class, where we can find that. So this is the button, everyone. It's just a click away. You just need to click on it. Let me click on it. And you will be on a YouTube channel that is if that opens, yes. So here you can see everything has been there. Chapter 5, chapter 4, chapter 3, remaining part of chapter 1, everything has been there. You can go and you can revise and you can check whatever you want to. If you have missed a class and if you have missed a session, because due to pandemic, uh, there is a lot of mess as well. Since the things are virtual, we often take them for granted as well. Sometimes something terrible might be happening in your family, in your friends, with regard to pandemic, with COVID-19. So there is a possibility that you might miss few lecture or a single lecture or anything. So you can always access and you can watch this. So now this is what I talk about, the efficiency and effectiveness. When we were student, all of us as an instructor, there was no facility like this. If we missed a class, that is being missed. We used to call our colleagues, our other peers, everyone, our class fellows, that what happened during the class. So because of this lecture on demand playlist, you can always access and you can see whatever you want to. Then when the mic has been given to the teachers, they hardly gave it back to someone. So I should be careful about it. Then comes the welcome note. That is something simple. The way I welcome my students. There's an edit button. If you want to change something in, you cannot change it then and there. You have to click on this edit button, and you will find a button of edit settings. You can go back to that, and here comes the welcome note. You can write here whatever you want to, and then just save and return to the course, and you will be back on the interface, on the main interface of your course. You can close it, you can open it while you are viewing it. I keep my faculty profile open because as a student, when we were student, we always wanted to know a lot about our instructors. And what was the way? We kept on asking to our other fellows in the same way we keep on asking for the lectures, that how do you know anything about this teacher? How is she? How is he? What's her qualification? What's his qualification? Uh, what what's his profession and what's his experience and all that. So each and everything has been here. If you want to see anything and anything you want to know about your instructor, it is there. It's just on a single click. Get to know each other is another feature in which you can talk and you can discuss anything. Then comes the course syllabus and the calendar. Whenever I distribute my course outline in the class, I always tell my student that this is something, this is the most boring thing. Students are not concerned about it at all, and instructors have spent a lot of time while making it. So it's more kind of an instructor thing. and less student thing, because as a students we are not concerned about it. Okay, our instructor has done that, she'll be responsible for all of this, and she'll be showing us all these things. It's always there. It's not a single time that a hard copy has been distributed in your class and somehow you missed it, you lost it, and now you have the access. So this is the way you can access everything related to your course on a single page, on a single click. So if you click here, you can go to the course outline that has been uploaded on a drive. You can check it over there, and whatever is your requirement, you can see that. Then comes the format and the structure of the course. Again, I have copied it, copy pasted it from my course outline. There's another facility in LMS that anytime you can copy and paste whatever you want to. One more feature, okay, that comes afterwards. So this is where you can find what you will be doing throughout the course, and then their counseling hours. Uh, Often students ask me, but they don't check, ma'am, when we can meet you, when we can see you in university, because I'm a visiting faculty. So here are the counseling hours. If you want to discuss anything, if you want to meet your instructor, the timings and the days are mentioned here. So you don't need to ask the things, they are already available. You just need to know about them. Okay, so then comes sessions. So this was the session 1. The most important thing, the date is being mentioned there. This is a new feature which is upgraded, and previously there was only week 1, session 1. So students might get confused with the thing that in which dates was any specific class and when it will be, and anything related to the specific dates. So here it is. Then comes the title. See, since at the session 1 we had an introductory class, it was just a chit chat, ice breaking. We did resource. It is very important to know what is your who is the author, whose book you are going through, and how you can access that is available as well. I have emailed you. I can add that book with the single click in the recommended resources as well, although I haven't done it. So introduction is just the beginning of the journey. This is how LMS works, and each and everything has been there. Again, we had a discussion forum. We attempted quiz through LMS, which is a very effective tool. You don't need to check each and every quiz, but it's always there. I think I have taken so many time. If there were any questions, I can answer that, how to add quiz and how to add assignments. But once an assignment is added, you can access that. There is automatically a folder that has been created. You can submit your files over there. Uh, Instructor can check them, can grade them by checking their similarity reports on Turnitin as well. So there are much more features over there. There, I think that's it, because it was 1 hour session and I might take 1.5 hours, because if I kept on going like this. So let's move on towards the question answer session. I can see my students over here as well. So if there is any question related to LMS you want to ask, yes, you can. And Sir Sayed, you can unmute them and whatever.
For sure. If anybody likes to ask any question, kindly either raise your hand, I can give you the mic, or you can type in the chat box if you're shy to speak. Uh, or not questions, if you like to add some suggestions or give some feedback.
Yes, exactly.
So please do share that as well.
And if you want to add anything, Sir Sayed Murtaza, because I'm not sure what I have done. Was that right or not? So you can
I
always,
believe
because
you're
you
ready to add a expert badge in your profile now, so you
okay.
know fine. I think you're just too down to earth. It's all good, I believe, and I personally believe since now we all use lots of applications and Android and iOS, so
Exactly.
these
Yes.
especially our LMS, is very self-explanatory. Sometimes what happens is that our students or faculty members, they think that if they will click on something, it might explode,
Yeah,
you know.
that's true.
So
Yeah,
but this is
yeah.
very
That's what I
very
thought.
yeah. It's very easy. And if you just, for example, what happened when we got our first Android phone or Apple phone, there was no any user guides or tutorials, but we were very interested to know and learn. And now we are experts and we can do multiple things using just our phone. So if students would just take some interest and they like to explore a little bit more, so I think it's very simple, very easy. That is from my side. uh, we have many participants. Kindly, if you have anything, please share with us.
Usfa, I expect something from you, that you must ask something that is beneficial for others as well, and for you, if you want to ask anything.
Okay, usually what happens is that sometimes students face like common issues. Uh, for example, I get a lot of time a message that they cannot access a certain course, uh, or if they are trying to upload an assignment, it cannot be uploaded due to some size issue. So if you're facing any issues that is related to size, uh, the easiest way is that to upload it on the Google Drive first. Like each of your emails, for example, your official university email ID is actually on the Gmail server. So on each Gmail account, you're actually given, a Google Drive where you can put your sheets and documents and Word files over
Exactly.
there. So always try to upload it over there for two multiple reasons. The first one is that it will help you, with the size issue. Second is that wherever you are sitting, for example, in the university or anywhere else in the world, you just simply log into your Google Drive and you can always access your files from there. Miss Nimra Alim have raised her hand. I'm going to give you the floor. Please unmute yourself and you can ask.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Ma'am,
Walaikum
kindly
assalam.
can
How
you
are you, Nimra?
explain? Alhamdulillah, अल्लाह का शुक्र है. मैम आप कैसी हैं? मैम
I'm good too.
एक्चुअली
Thank you so much. Good to have you.
आप अगर थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेन कर दें, जो आपने ग्रेड सिस्टम किया हुआ है एलएमएस पे, आपने ग्रेडिंग्स की थी आई थिंक सो, हमारी असाइनमेंट्स की ऑन एलएमएस,
Okay. Okay,
वो
you
मुझे
wanted to
थोड़ा
know
सा.
where I have added those assignments.
यस मैम आई डिडंट फाइंड इट.
Okay, fine. Okay, let me go back to check where I uploaded them, because I have uploaded them, all of them.
Ma'am, you have given such
Mm,
a brief and a very nice description. I didn't knew anything about LMS and I was so much confused about this new LMS.
okay, okay. So अब कुछ फायदा हुआ
Thank you
आपको
so
निम्रा
much.
इसका? आपको लगा
Yes,
कि
ma'am.
you would be
Very,
able to access and use it now?
yes, ma'am. It is
Okay, Nimra,
very
if you are
informative
using,
and
can you
yes, ma'am.
can you tell me? Yes, I found it. It's okay. Okay, so I have added one assignment in session number 2. Let me show you. Um, from the very beginning again in session number 2. See, from here you will click on session number 2 and directly it will take you to session number 2. When I say that I have added something to session number 2, you just need to click on the left side of your interface. Here it is written session number 2. When you click on it, it will take you to session number 2. Now here you can see uh, first is title and introduction to OLLARC. Recommending resources and concluding remarks. Then there is an option of add an activity or resource. If I want to add anything else to this session, I just need to click on that and their activity will be added. Let me show you first, so that whenever I tell that I have added something so that you got to know where I have added it. See, when I click on that, a lot of activities, resources are being generated. See, assignment, book, chat, choice, database, external tool. So many functions are there, just like our Android and Apple phones. So now from here, I have selected folder. Let me do it again. I will not save it. Um, I clicked on folder, adding a new folder to session 2. See, I have written here assignment submission, whatever I want to write. Okay, I did that and then I pressed save and return to the course. Let me go back to session number 2 and it just slowed down. So yes, so here I have added a folder of assignment number 1 submission. See, it's there.
Yes, ma'am.
Nimra,
Yes,
can
ma'am.
you, okay,
Yes, ma'am.
you
I
just
can
need to
see it.
click over it. You just need to click over it and here you can see assignment number 1 submissions. See, all
Okay,
of your
ma'am.
names are being written over here along with your checked assignments on which I have given the comments and everything. There were so many other ways to upload this assignment, but I found it easy, so I have uploaded this in this way. So you can open your assignments, how many marks you have taken, and everything is been there, right?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're always welcome.
All right, thanks, Ms.
Do
Kiran, for answering that question. I guess Ms. Rabia would like to say something. She have raised her hand. Ms. Rabia, you can go ahead, please.
Assalamualaikum, miss.
Walaikum Assalam. Can you please increase your volume?
अब आ रही है सी आवाज?
It's fine.
मेरा क्वेश्चन ये है
कहाँ
कि जब हम कोई भी फाइल अपलोड कर रहे होते हैं तो उसकी वो फाइल टाइप कहते हैं कि आपकी जो फाइल टाइप है वो ठीक नहीं है, करेक्ट नहीं है, तो उसको सॉल्व करने के लिए उसका क्या इशू है, मतलब हम उसको किस तरह से सही से अपलोड कर सकते हैं?
All right. I guess she may have some internet connectivity issue. Uh, Simply while you're uploading and creating an assignment or a quiz as a faculty, from there you can choose, what type of format you will accept as a submission. So, for example, if somebody is unable to upload as a PDF format, so as a faculty, you make sure that you have selected PDF format before you have requested for any submission.
ओके
I
सर,
hope. All right. Okay.
थैंक यू सर.
Now we are available. I am available actually, and the session was idly till 2 p.m. If you have any further questions regarding OLLARC, LMS, anything at all, kindly ask. We are more than happy to answer your questions. Uh, yeah, welcome back, Ms. Kiran. It happens. It happens with all of us. It's okay. So there was one question from Ms. Rabia. I've answered it. Is there any other thing that anybody likes to share? If not, then I believe we're done with today's session. If there is anything that Ms. Kiran would like to add as concluding remarks, so you may go ahead. Otherwise,
Yes, we can end the session. And as a concluding remark, I would like to add that again, this session is recorded and been placed at UMT Connected YouTube channel. So you can always go, you can always check anything you want to learn about your LMS other than this. because there are so many features that cannot be covered in a single session. There are so many other, the one we used, discussion forum, it's also there. So anything you want to learn, everything is being documented, everything is being recorded, it's been uploaded by UMT Connected and UMT Stairs. So anything I want to know, anything you want to know, it's always available, and you can go and check on a single click. You just need to click on the link and you will be there.
Perfect, perfect. All right. Now, before we end the session, I would also like to add something uh, to this. So, any faculty member or any student, if they're facing any issue regarding LMS, Zoom,
Yes.
anything at all, we have this website that is connected.umt.edu.pk. You can go simply over there and go to Stairs Help Desk. And here, if you're a student, you will find all the user guides over here. You just need to, for example, how to submit the quiz, how to submit an assignment, how to submit discussion forum, all basic things. And as faculty, if you need any assistance, you can just simply click on the faculty support, go on the user guides, and there we are continuously uploading things that can really help you, and all the basic questions that you might have using LMS. But still, apart from that, I always recommend getting, writing to us over email. So I'm going to share my email address. That is ithelpdesk@umt.edu.pk. I've just shared it in the chat box. So please, you always call us, text us, WhatsApp us. That is fine. But when you write us through this email address, it creates an automated ticket, and then it gets assigned to one of my team members, and then they are actually they are bound to respond to you in a certain time and with the resolution. Although we are doing that even on all the channels, but this would actually help us regarding our performance as well. So that I would like to request to all of you. And on that note, I again like to thank all the participants, and especially Ms. Kiran, for sharing her valuable knowledge, expertise, and time with
Thank you
all
so
of
much.
us. And we will definitely get back to you in the future for such as sessions again, and not as a punishment, but but to have such a pleasing session. All right, Mr. Saptan, would you like to say something? Siptan Aslam, or was that by mistake? Okay, so thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Sorry to interrupt you again, sir.
Walaikum salam.
Can you please share your email address again, sir?
No problem at all. This email address is
Please.
uh, for the faculty and for the
I
students.
was unable to.
No,
Yes.
no problem at all.
Please,
So
sir.
I'm just typing it once again in the chat box. It is IT Help Desk, IT Help Desk at umt.edu.pk.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay, so thanks for once again. Take care. Allah Hafiz. Bye bye.
Allah Hafiz. Allah Hafiz. Bye bye.